So a little bit about Aspen Development Corporation and what we do. This is a classic example. We go out in the middle of nowhere and we develop property. This is actually a subdivision that I had participated in a few years ago. That's my Mercedes with a couple kayaks on top. Here is a development in the Philippines. Our mission: conceptualize the highest best use for property, lead in efficiency, quality, and profitability. The end use providing the best possible quality of life for the community. Aspen Development Corporation, we're here to develop and redevelop distressed real estate. We do luxury real estate, we do entry-level housing, mid-range residential, multifamily, commercial redevelopment, land development, resort development, and we've done commercial development in the past. That's not our goal right now. The team, we have offices in the Philippines, Denver, Aspen, Seattle, and Steamboat Springs. We do have associations nationwide and associates obviously nationwide with JV partners. We've done business as far west as the Philippines, which we're working on doing a resort development there, all the way from Florida to California to Washington. We're well established in communities across the U.S. and working worldwide to maximize Aspen Development Corporation's opportunities. Our competitive edge: we're hardworking, well-educated. We have staff in the PH that's the same way, the U.S., engineers, appraisers, finance, development, you name it, for a worldview and cost-effective staffing. Our innovative and excellence for years has provided design and creation with our management team to provide the highest, best use for a specific property. Coordination and cooperation with our effective planning, budgeting, and software platforms make us very competitive. Cost-effective vendor relationships and the use of native elements. We've had mills. We grab stone, do our own masonry. We've done just about everything in-house from the ground up. So we try to use the native elements. Licensure at many levels, from appraising, brokering, finance, development, contracting, insurance, engineering, architectural, CAD, in-house, for a well-rounded, very knowledgeable team. Our SEO and internet excellence with syndication, social media, and other platforms for maximum exposure. With our Philippines specialists on the offices over there, these guys are amazing, these guys and gals. Unbelievable what they can do to not only find our properties, but also to sell them very quickly. We have an excellence in service. We believe in being present for our business. Unlike many large businesses which are automated, we are personable, and we have that personable presence. Our goals, milestones for the next 1 to 3 years, is build this to a $100 million company. After this stock IPO, we will be between a $20 and a $30 million company, and trending up from there. Milestones for the next 5 to 10 years, we're going to be a $1 billion company, and that will be very good news for its stockholders. Our current projects: we have Pinon Mesa, which is a $25 million development. We have Red Mountain, which is a luxury development, $26 million, and Denver Flips, about $1 million. So the scope of our current projects does not reflect some of the commercial deals we're currently negotiating on, or some of the Midwest deals that we have available. Land development in Washington, Colorado. We've been doing a lot of that the last years, and that is on the horizon as well. So there's a lot of leads generated by our fabulous staff, and we have an opportunity to cherry pick those, but there's lots in the works, is what I'm saying. So frequently asked questions: how good are our crews? We have an amazing refined management policies and procedures. It's taken 20 years for us to get here with our databases, micromanagement techniques, virtual assistants, and excellence in communication to maintain the checks and balances necessary. They were hard-earned, hard-won lessons, but we have them in place. How do you find your projects? Well, we have full-time staff dedicated in the Philippines and on the ground here in the U.S., following up with various resources and our extended network to bring us the best deals. How do we know the highest best use for property? Well, like I said, I was a registered appraiser. We have a certified appraiser on staff. We also have just a lot of knowledge between our management staff and all of our lead generating staff, and they just know. I mean, they just so much experience. They have a good idea what the highest best use is going into a project. And I mean, immediately when they see a project or a property, they know. They just know 99.9% of the time. And then, of course, we confirm that with our due diligence. How do you know the best markets to invest in? Well, we constantly monitor the margins across the country. We also, associate with our network, and, we monitor. I mean, we monitor. We talk to friends, other RIAs, other people in the business associations. Full-time staffers also search and compare markets regularly, watching different demographics, economics, micro and macro, to make sure that we're playing in the marketplaces we want to play in. Just to give you an example, North Dakota was an opportunity a few years ago. We chose not to invest and develop there just because of the quality of life. So sometimes it doesn't just mean money. Sometimes we want to participate in the communities we want to participate in, not only for the money, but also for our quality of life as a family, as a business, as a corporation. How will you maintain growth in another down market? Well, there's always going to be another down market. We've actually expanded our business during one of the hardest recessions in decades of 2007, 2008, and we'll do it again. We did it with hard work, good negotiating, and knowing our markets, and then reacting accordingly. Now, we've had a lot more experience since that one, but there's a lot to be said for the experience. This is the gold that holds the rule. So without further ado, carpe diem. Seize the day. I hope this has been informative, and we're always available for questions.